Hey friends, Hattie here with our happy hour with Honeybee Stampers. I hope that you guys are having a great day. I am just getting back into town. I got into town a couple days ago from a big craft fair that I did up in Ohio, and it was amazing. I had a great time. And so today I'm hopping on to do just a very sweet and simple card with you guys, and also to do a little show and tell. Long overdue show and tell. So this placemat that you see in front of you here is a placemat that was given out to the attendees of our demo tea that we did in Aiken, South Carolina. And it seems like whenever I do events, I feel like one event bleeds right into the next event, into the next event, and I don't get an opportunity to really, kind of recap what happened and share the pictures like I'd like to. I'm always on to the next thing. So today I'm going to take a minute to kind of share with you guys a little bit about that event. Let me see, make sure I get stuff out of the way here. Oops. And move my camera over. There we go. Okay, so I do, of course, want to create a little project with you today. So this is the project that I'm going to make. I'm sure you have seen this before. I have a lot of new followers, so thank you for following me. Definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. But you may have seen this project before, but I plan to actually put it together with you today so that you have a little bit of creative inspiration. And then always know that I will share the measurements and all the product that I use in my email that goes out on Thursday. So let's start actually with this project, Sweet and Simple Card, and then we'll roll into kind of a recap of our event. I have a feeling I don't have all of the pieces from the event, but I'm going to share with you bits and pieces that I do remember, and it'll be all good. Okay, so let's talk here about the card. So we are going to be featuring the Gone Fishing. Hi, Crystal. Yes, I love this suite as well. I can't get enough of it. I did so much with it. And I really love this suite. So I'm going to just kind of talk about what the suite includes. So we've got this Gone Fishing stamp set. There's also a die set. Of course, I don't have that with me. And then there's an embossing folder. An embossing folder that embosses this amazing impression here, and I actually embossed it on a couple different pieces of cardstock, and this cardstock coordinates with the designer series paper. Well, hi Linda, so good to see you on here. And so here is the designer series paper that is an absolute must. If you don't have this in your stack or your arsenal, make sure you get it. So there's one. I agree, Susan. It is such a great masculine bundle. There's the other side. So I'm just going to flip through these because I'm sure you guys, oh, actually, they might be in some kind of an order already. So there's one side, and then there was the other side of that, these adorable little fishies. And then we've got this one, and then this is the other side of that. We've got this one, which we use in the card today, and they're out of order. And then there's the other side. These are some fishing poles, looks like. And then we've got this one. We also use that piece in our card today. And then there's the other side of that. We've got this here. And probably one of my favorite pieces of this DSP is this one. And that is where I got this little fish here. And then we've got all these beautiful, colorful lures. And then here is the other side. So that is the designer series paper. It does come in a 12 by 12 paper pack. And you get 2 of each of the 12 by 12 sheets. And so you definitely need to add this Gone Fishing suite into your wish list. And then again, here are the colors that kind of coordinate with it. And then this is embossed with the embossing folder that is part of the suite. Let me actually pull up this suite so you guys can see exactly where it is if you have this catalog with you. Okay, so here's our annual catalog. If you don't have one of these catalogs, definitely reach out to me. I love a hard copy catalog. I love being able to look through it, flip through the pages, and see all of the beautiful samples. So here are some samples over here. Here's the paper I just went through. Here is the embossing folder here. The embossing folder is called the Twisted Rope 3D embossing folder, and you can kind of faintly see it in the background here, but it just is beautiful. Here's our stamp set, and here are the dies that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so that's on page 78 and 79 of your catalog. So do not miss that. Stick that there. All right, now this card was the card that I designed for the demo tee. So myself and 4 of my other team members in the Beehive, that's what the name of my team is, the Beehive, and they are all leaders on our team, which means that they have teams of their own as well, and they're actually higher performing team members, and so I call them leaders on our team, and they do a lot to support our team. The 5 of us got together and put this event together for all the demonstrators in the Southeast. And we did have some demonstrators traveling, like our friend Kay, she traveled all the way from Indiana. We had Bonnie, who traveled all the way from Canada for this event. So it was an incredible event. It was well attended, and we even had a guest visitor from the Stampin' Up! Home office. Brian Pilling came to our tee, and he was really an integral part of our event because he came with a gift for everyone, and I'll share about that in a little bit. And then he also really helped us set up and get ready for the event, and he helped us tear down. He was incredible. So we each designed a make and take for the attendees to create. And actually, Susan designed 2 make and takes. She found a vintage stamp set that was part of the Shelley collection, and she designed a bonus card with that. So hats off to Susan. She really is so talented. So here is the card that I designed, and I, like I said, used the Gone Fishing suite, and this is the suite I presented on during the event. And so today I'm just going to put it together for you to show you how easy it is, and again, the measurements will be included. Hi Pam, thanks for tuning in. The measurements will be included in my email that goes out tomorrow. So I basically am using the thick, very vanilla cardstock as my base. Okay. And then I grabbed our Misty Moonlight layer, and I took our another very vanilla, but I used the regular very vanilla for this. I always kind of lean towards the thick for the card bases, and then I use the regular version for this. So we have regular cardstock that's basic white as well, and it's just kind of it's a lower weight, and then this is a little bit heftier. So we've got it in very vanilla and basic white. So here is the regular, and I ran that through that embossing folder. You can see how pretty that turned out. And we're just going to layer that on top of this. Grab some adhesive and start layering. To me, there kind of is a front and a back to this embossing folder. So you could still use this side of it, and it really gives a neat impression. But I kind of like this side. Since it's called Twisted Rope, this really looks like the rope side to me. But like I said, you could probably use this side as well and have it look very cool. So let's just layer this on here. And I just did the tiniest, looks like 1/8 of an inch of a border around there, so that we've got just a little bit of that blue popping out. And then we'll add this right to the center of the card front here. Like that. Okay, so when they came to the tee, they had all the little pieces already cut and prepped for them, just to make their lives easier. I like to do that when I'm having classes. And so we've got all these little pieces here. What I'm going to do next is I am going to go ahead and adhere these pieces. So we've got a couple of the designer series papers like this, and I'm just going to kind of add them together. So let's add this layer kind of towards the bottom here. Okay, and then we've got this little thin strip. Layering your designer series paper on top of each other like this is fun, and it just makes just adds a little design element, and then you can use up your scraps. So write it down there like that. Okay, you see that, how that's coming together. And then this is our new jute twine, and it actually comes in the new in colors. And so it's a pack of 5, and they're really cool. So what I'm going to do is add a glue dot to the back of my card, my designer series paper, so that I can adhere the jute to it. glue dots honestly are the best adhesive in my opinion when it comes to ribbons or bows or any kind of trim. Speaking of trim, let me trim off. So I cut this so that there's a little bit of excess there. And it's so easy to trim off. And then we're going to take a piece, one end of the jute and stick it on here. And then we're gonna wrap it around, and let's grab another glue dot. Okay, and I kind of wanted to line it up right where that seam was. There. Okay, there's that. And I purposely didn't put adhesive right here because I'm going to be sliding this blue piece in a little bit right there. All right, now that I've done that, I can go ahead and adhere this directly to my card front. That works for me. And then we're going to take this circle piece here, and I want the circle to kind of get tucked in a little bit. And actually, I do have a little bit too much adhesive right there, so let me just trim this off. Just going to trim across the bottom here. There. That's better. Okay. So that's where I'd like to tuck that in. Let me add a little adhesive to the behind it, and there we go. All right, so now for this one, I'm not going to stamp Happy Retirement because I really want to use this for something else. So let me see, I grabbed another stamp set. So I grabbed the Ringed with Nature stamp set. This is a returning stamp set. I haven't had a chance to really play with it. So I'm excited to grab a sentiment out of here. I saw one, Thinking of You. Thinking of You up, and we're going to use, let's see here, the Misty Moonlight, which coordinates with all of this. And when it's a new stamp, I like to kind of rub on it. I even will kind of twist it on my paper here to get the film that's on there off so that it'll pick up the color. And you can also like clean it with your chamois or your Stampin' Scrub and Mist. And you want to make sure you get it nice and clean so that you will pick up the ink. And then we're just going to stamp towards the top of the circle here. Okay, so I felt like that kind of worked really well together, right? And we're going to use our little fishy. This fish was just fussy cut out of the designer series paper. You saw that one that I mentioned was my favorite. So we're going to take this fish and we are going to pop him up with some dimensionals. Okay. And bring him down a little bit. Well, maybe I'll do it over here so that fin doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle. There we go. Now it's a little crooked. Hold on. Pick it up. Okay. And then we're going to pop this up with dimensionals as well, right onto the card front. There we go. And I wanted that circle to kind of have a nice even border around it. We'll stick it on there like that. Okay, so now we've switched it from a retirement card to a Thinking of You card. And then there's these great embellishments that everybody received at the event as a little gift from us. It's called the Tinsel Gems 4-pack, and these are actually currently sold out, and they won't be back until September. So they've got 4 different colors on here that coordinate really well with a lot of different of the colors. So like this right here would be considered like a berry burst, but I think it looks really good with bubble bath as well, and you can kind of mix and match. So I only had 2 of the blue ones left. I used them obviously. And we've got some of the other colors. So this color right here, I believe is supposed to be Pretty Peacock, but it looks green, doesn't it? But it does look really good with Pretty Peacock as well. So this is a really awesome embellishment pack. So when it comes back in, make sure you grab it. I'll just get another one when it comes back in and add my third embellishment there. So that's the card that I wanted to share with you guys today. This was the make and take that I created for the event. And I have some more swaps and make and takes to share with you guys today as well. So let's kind of set this to the side here. And let's bring in some of these other things. So I'm going to actually start by sharing with you with the presentation that I did at the event featuring this suite of products. I did create this adorable picture frame with my little guy. And so this picture frame features the designer series paper here, and we at Stampin' Up! Also sell 12 by 12 cardstock, so I have that balmy blue in the background. Did a little bit of stamping. You can see the embossing that I did on this piece here. This actually was inspired by my friend Brenda from Canada, so she's her business handle is Stamps and Stretchy Pants. Is that what it is? Yeah, Stamps and Stretchy Pants. And so she is really like the guru when it comes to scrapbooking using our products, and so this was inspired by her. And then we've got, this is part of the die here that you've got a little bit of that water element. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then of course we cut out some fish and did some layering, and then my little guy on a boat when we were up north. So that was a project that I designed with this suite of products. And then I also designed this one. So this may be a repeat for some of you guys, but created these little note cards and envelopes featuring the designer series paper and another sentiment that is in our annual catalog stamp set that is amazing. I think it's called Phrases for All. Make sure you check that out. It's a must. And then I used the designer series paper here and then stamped the sentiment down the side. Thank you. So this is a great thank you gift box. We do sell these boxes and note cards. Let's see what else. I also created this Snackle box, and got the Snackle box from Walmart. You can order them on Amazon and pretty much anywhere. And then I just kind of filled it with some treats. So this is a belly band that I put on here using our designer series paper that's part of this suite. And then again, this right here. So I'm trying to remember, this die right here I feel like was a little bit short for this sentiment. So what I did was I elongated it using a little technique where you die cut a portion of it and then you kind of stretch it out and you flip it around. I've done this technique before. If you want me to show you, I will. Just let me know, drop a little comment below. But it allows you to elongate dies that are maybe too short, and it allowed me to fit the sentiment. And I loved kind of tying these little fishies together. So that was one of the projects that I created here for that event. Let's see here. Let me show you a few more and then we'll go into some other things. So here is a fun fold for our team mystery stamping. So each month we do a mystery stamping card on our team, the Beehive. And this was one of the months that we did that. So I featured that paper. And then I also showcased on one of our happy hours this particular layout, and I featured the designer series paper there. And then here's another fun fold. I did this during another happy hour, so make sure you go back and watch those videos on YouTube so you can see how we put those together. This was cased by my friend Brenda again. She's an artisan designer for Stampin' Up, and this was one of her projects that she created. So this is an actual case of that project, featuring all that paper. This is a catalog case, so you would see this right in the catalog as a sample. I love to go to our catalogs for inspiration. So here is the card in the catalog, and then here's the sample that I created. So fun to do that. Here is a card that I made because the Friday night before the tea, we had invited all the demonstrators that wanted to come and do a shoebox swap. Shoebox swap is so much fun. So shoebox swap means that everybody designs a card and they prep all the pieces as if they were teaching a class, and they bring everything in a shoebox or a box of some kind. and we lay all the boxes out and we create the projects that are there. So because it was a larger group, we did split in half. So half did half of the cards and half did the other half. And this was the make and take that I did for the shoebox swap. And so super cute. And then I also went ahead and used the same design for one of my Sweet and Simple card classes because I loved it so much. And then here is that make and take that I just demoed for you. So there's that. And if I come across some more, which I probably have some, I will share that as well. So like I said, we did a little, everybody got this as a gift. So it was a personalized placemat with the demo tee and where it was held. So you got my name here. This was the image that we kind of used throughout the event. Everyone received a bag because this is where the actual event was held. It was held at the Historical Museum, which was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous backdrop for this event. And then here are the little tags again with that same kind of image there. And inside the bag, you could put all of your treats. We also gave everybody, of course, a little fascinator that they could wear at the tee. And it was so cool to see some demonstrators actually created their own fascinator using paper and stuff that they had. And so I'll share some pictures. I'll finally sit down and share some pictures of that so you guys will see some really cool fascinators that were made. And then everybody got a name tag. So it's a little name tag that they could pin. This name tag I designed featuring some new product that's in the annual catalog. And then I wanted to kind of pull the same colors. I tried my best to have the colors coordinate with the design that that Susan had designed for our I guess, image for the event. And then my friend Cassidy, with her beautiful handwriting, wrote everybody's name. So she hand lettered everybody's name. And if they got one of these name tags and there was a little sparkly bee on it, that was to distinguish those who attended that were actually on my team in the beehive. And so that was just a little extra special touch there. So love the name tags, loved how they turned out. This was a little treat that my friend Kimberly created, featuring all the new in colors. And then here was a swap that I had received from Kathy. So it is, you would take these sides off of here and create kind of like a gift card holder, but she's featuring that same suite of products. And I just think this turned out so pretty. I don't think I've ever done, well, yes, I have. I was going to say, I don't think I had ever done a gift card holder like this, but I actually did for Christmas last year. So I love that. Let me show you guys some more swaps. Well, first, let me show you. This was one of the other cards that was one of the make and takes that everybody got to do. And this one was designed by Jenny Evans. Okay. This one was designed by Kimberly Smith. Okay. I have, let's see if I can find the other ones. I don't know where the other ones are. Maybe they're in my stash of swaps, but Lisa Ware also designed a card, and Susan Edwards also designed a couple cards. So they had an agenda that looked like this. Again, the same motif is kind of carried throughout, and it was just beautiful. So Susan created these for us. And then, of course, the afternoon tea menu, and the food was outstanding. So, and I'm going to say Susan's name again because she did a phenomenal job on the little tea cakes and all the desserts. I mean, just amazing. So there's that. And then let me share this gift. So I've opened it up. And already, but this was the little tea box that they created. Hold on one second. My friends are here at the door. Let me just let them in. And then inside the box, they got this little, the personalized block. So this is what we use to stamp with, but you could always set this on your shelf or whatever. And it's got the 35 years of Stampin' Up. Hold on one second. Hi, girls. Okay, come in. My friends Betty and Peggy just showed up. they have something. I heard you guys stop by earlier, and I am so excited. You didn't waste any time. We did a team meeting yesterday, and my friend Amy was our presenter at our team meeting, and she shared the coolest thing to use vinyl on our die cutting plates. And Betty and Peggy went out and got some, so they did not waste any time to be able to use that. I can't wait to talk to them about that. But okay, so this right here was that gift, and so everybody got it personalized, and they can use this to kind of commemorate and remember the event. So there's that, and this November, Stampin' Up! Is going to be having their on stage, which is kind of like our convention, and they're going to share pictures from all of the 35 events that were happening all over the world. And it was so cool that we were picked for as one of the 35 events, and that Stampin' Up! Came to that. So I'm really excited to see what they put together there. So there's that, and let's see here. Let's go over some of the swaps. So I think these were the swaps. Got so many stacks of swaps, but let's look at this one. Oh, okay. So this one right here, how cool is this? This is a 3D swap that was made by Donna Tomasini. And I love this. She's got a little notebook in here, and it's even decorated. I love it. Looks beautiful. This would make a great gift, especially around Christmas time, to create a bunch of these for your coworkers or your neighbors. Okay, and then here's another swap. Let's see who made this one. Catherine Roberts created this one. So I think this is one of the stamps that's part of the host rewards. I think it kind of looks like it. And she watercolored it, even put one of our little butterflies on there. So that's beautiful. This card was made by Robin Gorino, and it is a fence card. Okay, so pretty. Look at those flowers. Love it. Beautiful job, Robin. And she even embossed the fence posts with the embossing folder that I think is called our wood grain embossing folder. Oh, this is a really cool one. So Kathy Schmidt made this one as well. I got to take it out of the plastic so you guys can see this. Look at that, you guys. So the little monkey, this is part of the little monkey stamp set. She's got him on, it looks like a piece of, okay, let me look on the inside how she did this. Okay, so she took this little monkey and she attached him to a piece of acetate. And the acetate is attached at the top with a brad. So she must have cut a little circle and put the brad in there so it can swing back and forth. I just think that is so clever. And it's kind of a pop-up 3D card. I love it. That is so cute. Okay, and then we've got this card is from Jennifer Nuovo. This is a beautiful Waves of Inspiration stamp set that came out as like a online exclusive, and then it came into the catalog, or it was like kind of a early release product, and we still have it in the catalog. It's absolutely stunning. Then this card right here, let's see who created this. Karen Hicks created this card, and this is featuring the Daisy bundle suite of products. Then we've got here, oh, I love this one. This is the Grove. So Grassy Grove, this is created by Kay. Kay is our friend that came all the way from Indiana to come to South Carolina. She's even got everything that she used on the card. And that card is gorgeous. So she's kind of doing that, you know, where they do the triple stamping. It's kind of a similar technique that she's doing here. It looks fantastic. Okay, this one was created by Judy Dudley. Judy, this is beautiful. So Judy's combining actually two different sets of dies. I believe this is a die from a different bundle, and then the daisy dies. And look how cool those daisy dies look when they're layered on top of each other. So you've got the daisy dies where you can die cut them out, stamp them and die cut them, and then you've got the dies that actually layer on top of each other for that 3D effect almost. Okay, and then this one's from Pamela Laughing House Smith. Did I say that right? Laughing House Smith. Pamela, this is beautiful. Life is better when you're crafting, ain't that the truth? Okay, and then we've got this one by Danita Cook, another beautiful daisy card. This is our Sweet Songbirds. This looks like it's going to be a fun fold, so let's open this up. This one was done by Mindy McGinn. Mindy, I haven't talked to you for a while, so you have to reach out to me and let me know how you're doing. And it is. It's kind of like a gatefold card. Very cool. And she's got Velcro to hold it shut. Let me keep that together. This card was created by Rhonda Corkin. So pretty, bright colors. And here are those embellishments here that we talked about earlier. And this one was done by Deb Shaw. Let's see here. Another fun fold. Love fun folds. So nice job, Deb. And then we've got this little mini purse by Jane Stull. So I love these. Let me take this out so I can get a closer look at it. She even has the dimensions here. So let me, if you want to try this out. Okay, I'm going to lay the dimensions right there. So she's got the dimensions there. And then she made this cute little mini purse, and she used our new ribbon for the straps. And let's see how it opens. Okay, so it's a Velcro open, and it opens up and has some lip balm in there. So cute. These would also be great around the holidays as well. So that's a cute, cute little mini purse. Thank you, Jane. And then we've got Maureen Hallman created this Sweet and Simple card with the cherries. I think, let's see here. I think that's it for our swaps. I did not bring, I have a package somewhere that has all of our cards from the shoebox swap, and I'll have to share those in another video. So let me kind of move these out of the way as I tie up for today. It is so great to be back on here with you guys. Let me see here. I just have a couple reminders. So last week I was out of town, so I shared a video tutorial of our Sweet and Simple card class from last month. Sweet and Simple card class is, the registration's already open for this month, so make sure that you check that out and sign up for it, especially if you're local. If you're not local but you'd like the kits shipped to you, you can go ahead and register for that and have all the kits shipped to you. So just a reminder, I've got the Softly Stitched card class that is still open for registration. My registration ends on the 15th, and then I'll be sending out all the kits for that. And you're going to make 4 cards, and I'm going to be teaching some techniques that have to do with chalking. If you go back to happy hour, a couple happy hours ago, you're going to see these 2 cards that I created, or this one. And then I shared the tutorial or the measurements for this one in our last email. And this kind of shares a chalking technique. And then here's another class that I have done with chalking as well, or I keep calling it chalking, but I should be calling it soft pastels. So they're soft pastels, not the chalks, and it is a really fun technique. So make sure you check out the Softly Sketched class so you don't miss that, because I will be prepping and shipping that after the 15th. So there's that. And then you guys, this right here, I just got my hands on it. This is the new holiday mini catalog. I can't open it for you just yet. All of the demonstrators that are out there are able to order from this entire catalog right now. And then next month, it'll be available to customers. I did send this catalog out to all of my customers who ordered from me in the past 6 months. So you automatically will be receiving this catalog in the mail. If you did not get this catalog from me in the mail, that means that you were not on that list. And if I accidentally missed you, make sure you reach out to me. And if you do want a catalog like this, reach out to me and we'll talk. So the mini catalog is amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see it, and I can't wait to dive in and show you some more beautiful things. I'll probably do an unboxing with some of the items that I got out of this once it comes in. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and look for some posts from me, and I'll see you next Wednesday at our happy hour with Honeybee Stampers at 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Bye-bye.